Okay, it's a great pleasure to have the task today of presenting to you the graduating class of 2020. As you all know, this year has been a year like no other. The challenges presented by COVID-19 have been difficult for us all. However, I think it's fair to say that the impact on our Year 12 students has been most profound. The final year of schooling is hard. It's supposed to be. The stress and anxiety and sheer hard work that completing Year 12 requires is to be expected. However, in a year without a pandemic to contend with, these challenging aspects are offset by some enjoyable occasions. Things such as formals, deb balls, graduation ceremonies, and the comradeship and mateship forged by facing challenges together. Of course, for large parts of this year, we were indeed apart, and most, if not all of these occasions, were not permitted. The resilience shown by this group in battling through this year without these joyful experiences to balance out the hard work has been admirable. We should all be proud of their efforts to have come this far, and I'm sure you will all, as I do, wish them the very best for their upcoming exams. I'd like to thank the efforts of our VCE teachers who dutifully and compassionately guided our students through the turbulent waters of 2020. And I'd also like to make special mention of the efforts of the Year 12 homeroom teacher, Ms. Shay Doyle, who did a power of work in lifting the morale and keeping everyone on track. You can't see, but Ms. Doyle just did a bow. The last official day of school is a very significant day. It's one which I'm sure all of the students sitting in classrooms across the school right now fantasise about, and it's one which all of our staff members remember fondly. We think about it this way not necessarily because we were glad the experience is over. We think about it this way because it's the end of a monumental journey. A journey that signifies the cessation of the cumulative influence a school community brings to bear on a student, and a big step into adulthood and subsequently a more independent existence. A significant cornerstone in our approach to education here at Cobram AGS is the fact that we not only embrace the importance of preparing students for successful further study and productive employment, but we produce, with the support of our fantastic families, exceptional citizens. As I look at the group behind me today and reflect on their contributions to our community, I'm confident that we are once again farewelling a graduating class of citizens that will do the CAG's name very proud. And I'd like to hand over to our Year 12 students right now.
Good morning. We all know our school year has been a bit unconventional. Many twists and turns, ups and downs. We would like to take this opportunity to express our thanks and gratitude to all that have made this year happen. Thank you to the teachers who had to put up with our constant calls and messages. Thank you to the girls in the office. Thank you to all our friends that have worked together to make our last term a term to remember.
Dear God, we the students of Cobram Anglican Grammar School have come to the end of our school career. We thank you for everything that you have received from our teachers during these times and past years. Loving God, it is time to turn again to you. Amen.
Mr. Willett, rocking up in term 3 and immediately immersing yourself into the community. Always having a positive attitude towards us and your new role, you have given us the aspirations to achieve our dream. Keep doing what you're doing great.
Miss Peters, thank you for a year of laughs over your challenged technological abilities. Just when we thought all the frappes in the world couldn't save us, we made it through 2 lockdowns unscathed. Well, relatively.
I truly believe that the beautifully orchestrated renditions of John Williamson's classic Bill the Cat and the announcements of your latest Gumtree pet purchase kept us all turning up to class day after day. In conclusion, you have somehow, by the grace of God, made English a tolerable subject.
Thank you for everything. We'll miss you, and we hope you get that pig someday.
Miss White, all the times during lockdown you try to tell me to do my homework or study, knowing that I'll leave it to the last minute because it's easier, or the constant moments of me laughing. Science was great, not putting up the hand and always copying people's work, sorry Shem. But somehow I still got targeted and had no idea what the answer was, but somehow I just ended up passing.
Mrs. White, what a journey we have been on. Science, PE, in the early years to continue with some agriculture. You have been our role model and provided us with much needed support and confidence to succeed in our studies. You have imparted us your wise wisdom on subjects such as soil, advancements in technology, and how not to grow three-corn jacks. Yelling may have been your preferred method of communication at this point. In fact, I don't think there is a most boring subject than that of soil. It has definitely been ingrained in my brain. I know you will miss all my extended messages on, "Miss, how do I answer this question?" Or, "Miss, what does this mean?" as we move on to what 2021 will bring. I want to thank you for the important roles you have played in shaping us into respectable young adults. You have been an amazing positive influence and provided us with so much moral guidance. I want to remind you that you are such a caring, inspirational person that supports your students, and you take the time to understand how we think. We thank you sincerely for caring so much, for providing us with so much motivation in school to try to keep us going, and for not giving up on when we struggle. Thank you for being a positive example in our lives by being such a great teacher.
Vanessa, this one is for you. You have been there since my very first day at this school, telling me day in and day out that you're always here for me, and if I ever need anything, you have my back. And you not only continue to tell me, but you show me the whole cohort. You have supported me and helped me smile every day. Vanessa, you are my role model, and you have shaped me as a better person every day. I am truly blessed to have such an amazing bond with you. You're like an older sister to me. I'll forever be thankful for everything you do.
I'm not that great with speeches of any sort, so I'll keep this brief. When I was just beginning the long path into art, I spent a long time learning bad habits and practices. It wasn't until I took art as one of my subjects that I began learning how to consistently put out better artworks. And that is entirely because of Miss Hills, who I would have been so lost without. I think I'd be still drawing glorified stick figures to this day. All this to say, I cannot thank Miss Hills enough for helping me start my journey.
Mrs. Smith, on behalf of not only the biology and further classes, but the entire 2020 Year 12 cohort, we'd like to express our thanks and gratitude for all the work you've put into this year.
Attending your classes never fails to prove both educational and hilarious. From your sudden and sporadic dunny dashes to your almost comedic spelling, it has been a year of laughs and learning. Thank you for your contribution to not only our education, but our lives and that of many of us during our time at CAGS.
We will always think of you at the sound of an opening Coke can in the distance. The Smiths are an institution at Cobram Anglican, and it wouldn't be the same without you guys, so thank you.
The next person we would like to thank is Mr. Smith. Thank you so much for all of your help and assistance over the years. You have always given 100% commitment to the class and supported us in every way possible, particularly in online learning.
So as a thank you, the math, methods and physics students have bought you a 10-pack of Coke, and it is on your desk.
Mr. Kennedy. The years have not been kind, have they? From tomfoolery at the Melbourne Chief Court, or whatever it was called, or general skylarking in the classroom, each obviously painful event has manifested itself as another wrinkle amongst your greying beard. I'm just kidding, Mr. Kennedy, you don't look a day over 65. But through each soul-sucking lesson that you've endured, we always walked away feeling enlightened, slightly dumb, definitely brain dead, and with a smile on our faces. The support you've offered us over the years has been invaluable, and the lessons you've taught beyond the classroom indelible. And while your advice on fixing cars may be a shade less than helpful, everything else has been great. So thanks for your time, your patience, and the experiences you've shared with us.
Next up on the list is Miss Forrest. As a disclaimer, Miss Forrest has had to put up with some pretty bad times with both online and face-to-face learning, such as Bailey and I doing more laughing than learning. There was never a dull moment in the food technology class, especially when it came to cooking. On a more serious note, you have always tried to provide us with the best learning opportunities, and I'll be forever grateful for that. There is a gift on your desk from us that I'm sure will be nice and filling. I'll be waiting for that Zoom link for your wedding.
In addition, I'd like to thank you for all the fun classes during lockdown and at school, and putting up with me and Shem bringing the entertainment to the class, but mostly giving me a little bit of better understanding of how to cook other foods rather than chocolate scones with blue apples. P.S. My apple should have won.
Miss Forrest, this one is for you. Thank you so much for all the good times and all the times I have left your class with my ribs hurting from laughing. Thank you for always being there and for telling me to breathe. Thank you for being the most considerate teacher of how crappy our previous class may have been all day. I'll forever remember the funny memories and that one time me, you and Jade totally forgot about the meringues in the oven. And the times we laughed so hard. Thank you for making the last 2 years of school an incredible time and reminding us so many times it takes a messy bun to get stuff done. You're such an amazing, kind-hearted teacher, and I am very grateful to have a person like you in my life.
Emily, Vanessa, Amy, Joe, Jordan, Sharon, Naomi and Narelle. What a year it has been. Challenges have been faced and so many changes have occurred. Without all you guys, the school would definitely collapse. Us Year 12s would not be in the final stages of graduating if it was not for your resilience and constant dedication. You all have an amazing ability to deal with multiple students and still take the time to make each student feel like they have been heard. Every time I walk into the office, I'm always welcome with an office full of smiles which take the stress out of my day. A big thank you to all you wonderful ladies. Your impact shines so bright. You have made a lasting impression, and most of all, you are the building blocks of an amazing school.
We would like to thank you, Mr. O, for all the years that you have taken us to badminton. Even though we weren't allowed in Year 11, you made an exception and let us go anyway. We will truly remember every moment you made for us. So as a thank you, we have left you farewell gifts on your desk, one of which is a signed badminton racket from the badminton icons of CAGS. Enjoy.
Thank you, Mr. O, for everything you have done for me as well. You have always believed in me and pushed me to do my best. And on behalf of Miles, he'd like to say thank you, Mr. O, for your guidance during our badminton years. It was quite a ride. So thank you and enjoy the gifts.
Thank you, Mr. O. Without you, we wouldn't have made it to state level multiple times in a row, and pushing us through the badminton training even though it was sometimes in the holidays.
Miss Roach, you started this year with us completely new. However, even though you are unfamiliar and we were unfamiliar with you, you were still easy to warm up to. You were always a highlight in the week, and you always made things interesting and fun. You were always trying to help us, making sure that we understood what you were teaching us, and always asking if you were going too fast through the information, which, don't worry, you weren't. Even if some topics were extremely confusing the first time around, you managed to make them make sense in the end. Not to mention that even though this whole mess of 2020, you were still able to teach us to the best of your ability. So for your first year in teaching here, you were beyond amazing. I'm going to miss you, and I hope you miss us too. You were the best psychology teacher we could have asked for, and you made this hectic year a lot more enjoyable. Thank you for everything you've done for us.
To Maggie, all I can say is thank you for your ongoing support, not only for me but the whole Year 12, and who would have thought 3 weeks ago we'd be able to say we did it. I know I was a pain and annoyed you endlessly, but I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for you, so thanks heaps.
Yeah, look Maggie, it only took 200 pieces of paper to the back of the head to make me realise I needed to pass this TAFE course. And from the bottom of my heart, thank you for all the motivation and effort you have put in to help me through it.
Doily, this one is for you. Where do I start? Thank you for the very first dojo you ever sent Mum. It certainly made me show and give you a little more attitude for a while, but soon after we both came around and realised how much we are alike. Thank you for being the one who understands what an uneven stapler does to the mind. Thank you for always allowing me to annoy you, even on the days that you've clearly fed up with my smart mouth. Thanks for always showing me that you believe in me and pushing me to keep going. I'll forever miss being able to annoy you, Miss Doyle. The way that you have supported me will never be forgotten. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for making school a whole lot less of a drag.
Thanks guys for your awesome words. I'm sure all of your teachers will appreciate those very kind words. I'm going to invite Mr. Willett to join us, and in the way which we've become accustomed during these COVID times, he's going to congratulate each of our Year 12 students. And then please stay tuned for a compilation put together by Thomas of the journey of this amazing cohort over the last few years. Thank you everyone.
So guys, listen, can I just congratulate you for a few things? First of all, on getting through Year 12 in such a challenging year. You actually have been absolutely magnificent, and a real credit to yourselves and your families, so well done. I don't want to say too much more this morning. I'm going to say a few things when we have our morning tea later in the day, but if you could just trot past me here so I can give you a COVID-friendly congratulations. How does that sound? Yes. Starting with you, Bailey.
Sounds like a plan.
Congratulations, well done. Congratulations, well done, Shem.
Cheers.
Congratulations, well done. Jesse, Carlo, Katana, well done. Beautiful speech. Magnificent, Thomas. Magnificent, congratulations, well done. Well done, River. Congratulations, well done. Thanks, Cooper. And congratulations, well done to Mr. Kennedy, and also congratulations and well done to Miss Doyle. You guys have been magnificent as well, so thank you all. Looking forward to this compilation, should be great.
Do my thing, write things, rap them in the mic ring. My flow is at this world, bring a psych in. I'm hard like my kin, sick like when you drink something with a spike in. If you can't rap that bar, be sure that I can. I hustle for rap, advertise everywhere, trying to make money in that. Writing these raps, each has to crack. My lost B beats, I'm like a shadow at night. Yeah, you can't see me, ain't no one else to be thee. Top dog, that's riveting, lyrically riveting in the scene. Honestly, don't care what you see when you spot me. Cleaning windows on the street, making cash, cause I need it in a dash. Freedom in the flesh, or in this case, the paper. The more you got, the more planes to take you everywhere, from LA to islands that are rare. So yeah, I'm shooting for the top of this hot box that we call hip-hop. Full of stressful nights and less successful rhymes, but life gotta test you right to see if you're tight. So yeah, I'm shooting for the top of this hot box that we call hip-hop. Full of stressful nights and less successful rhymes, but life gotta test you right to see if you're tight. My age is 16, spit rhymes with 6 schemes. I vibe with slick teens and I'm full of sick dreams. To stop the thick green, write lines on 50, so I can get myself a flat in the shining city. Then finish school early cause it's kinda shitty, and kick back on the week and chill with my G's, and head around to the club with the biggest sub and have a spending spree. Get some chain from me, blow another 5G, get a replica Batmobile, and go and get a Happy Meal, and that's the drill. That's how the rascal will chill when the bank is filled. But until then, I'll just be making noise with the boys till 5 to 10 a.m. Pay attention, cause new to the scene, it's the rapping Bruce Lee. Coming at you all nice and juicy, to keep it groovy, got taste like smoothies. So yeah, I'm shooting for the top of this hot box that we call hip-hop. Full of stressful nights and less successful rhymes, but life gotta test you right to see if you're tight. So yeah, I'm shooting for the top of this hot box that we call hip-hop. Full of stressful nights and less successful rhymes, but life gotta test you right to see if you're tight. By the time I was 12, yo, I was busking and hustling, trying to earn me a buck for a milkshake and a muffin. Then I was rapping on beats, yeah, every day I was busting. Then I was up on my stage, wearing my Nikes all blushing. Then I began making beats, yeah, I was pushing some buttons. Yeah, I spent hours and hours of fixing time and busting. And from the day that I started to the time that I was writing this, I still ain't made more than $100 off this rhyming gig. I'ma just have to find a record company and send some thugs over to keep the owner company. Put Rivety on a CD and sell me to a couple stores on the street. Visit Triple J and make them play my beat. Can you see? I'll do anything for my dream. For the money, the fame, I'll turn it to reality. So before they experience some violent slaughtery, download my shit and get your label calling. So yeah, I'm shooting for the top of this hot box that we call hip-hop. Full of stressful nights and less successful rhymes, but life gotta test you right to see if you're tight. So yeah, I'm shooting for the top of this hot box that we call hip-hop. Full of stressful nights and less successful rhymes, but life gotta test you right to see if you're tight.
May you have auspiciousness and causes of success. May you have the confidence to always do your best. May you take no effort in your being generous, sharing what you can, nothing more, nothing less. May you know the meaning of the word happiness. May you always lead from the beating in your chest. May you be treated like an esteemed guest. May you get to rest, may you catch your breath. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. Slap bracelet. May you keep the chaos and the clutter off your desk. May you have unquestionable health and less stress. Having no possessions though immeasurable wealth. May you get a gold star on your next test. May your educated guesses always be correct. And may you win prizes shining like diamonds. May you really own it each moment to the next. May the best of your todays be the worst of your tomorrows. Whoa. May the road less paved be the road that you follow. Oh. Well, here's to the hearts that you're gonna break. Here's to the lives that you're gonna change. Here's to the infinite possible ways to love you. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we're gonna have. You don't need money, you got a free pass. Here's to the fact that I'll be sad without you. I want you to have it all. Can imagine, oh, no matter what your path is, if you believe it, then anything can happen. Go, 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 raise your glasses. Go, 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 you can have it. Oh, I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we gonna have. Here's to you always making me laugh. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all. I want you to have it. Here's to the good times we gonna have. Here's to you always making me laugh. Here's to the fact that I'd be sad without you. I want you to have it all.